Neema, let's start with you. What sorts of challenges, and you've succeeded in not only thriving within the STEM industry, but advancing to very senior level positions. I'd love to hear from you in terms of some of the challenges you've faced in securing jobs and any advice you have for overcoming them.
Thank you, Carrie. I kind of second what Eleanor just said, underestimating yourself. I think when I first started, that's what I did, especially when I moved over to US, for a career in tech. So the reason I say that is when you are interviewed for any position, like I think women to an extent are lowballed. The reason I say that, and I can give you some of the examples, like even at this level, like before I took on this job, there was a request from one of a very large companies for an executive director position. And so I asked them, like, who does this executive director report to? Like, I was then reporting to CTO, CIO. So, and they said the role reports to another executive director. And that kind of didn't make sense to me. And I'm like, okay, who does that executive director report to? And they said it was the CIO. So I said, if these two equivalent people should be ideally reporting to CIO, but then they said, no, you will be tested and tried for 3 months, and only then can you go and report to CIO. Second example, so they, again, very reputed company, like I think Fortune 10 or 15 or 20 in the top numbers, at least, says, okay, you will be hired as VP Analytics for 4 months and not as CDO. And then if the CIO is happy, and then he will give you the CDO position. Why? Why don't you interview me for the CDO role? So I had to directly ask them. So for women, I think it's very, very important that you, or even men, important to understand what you want at that point in your career, and also understand your market value, how good you are. If you're good, don't simply go and report to an executive director just because they want you to. Say no. And a lot of times they come back. So don't worry about not getting the role.